The Catalan Declaration of Independence was a resolution that was passed by the Parliament of Catalonia on the 27th of October 2017, which declared the independence of Catalonia from Spain and the founding of an independent Catalan Republic. The declaration did not receive recognition from the international community. On October 10, in the aftermath of the 1st of October 2017 Catalan independence referendum, a document declaring Catalonia to be an independent republic was signed by the members of Catalonia's pro-independence parliamentary majority. The same document was voted for on the 27th of October by a majority of 70 out of 135 MPs in a plenary session. 10 MPs voted against the declaration and 53 MPs refused to be present during the vote, after the legal councils of the Catalan Parliament advised that it could not take place as the law on which it was based had been suspended by the Spanish Constitutional Court. On the same day, Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy of Spain invoked Article 155 of the Constitution of Spain for the first time in history. This action dismissed Catalan President Carles Puigdemont and his cabinet, and called for fresh Catalan elections on the 21st of December 2017. The Deputy Prime Minister of Spain Soraya Sáenz de Santamaría was assigned to be the acting President of Catalonia until the December elections. The law on the referendum on self-determination of Catalonia contained the provision that, in case of an outcome in favor of independence, independence was to be declared within 48 hours after all votes were counted. Catalan President Carles Puigdemont confirmed this on October 3 during an exclusive interview with the BBC, saying, "We are going to declare independence 48 hours after all official results are counted." Final results were published by the Catalan government on October 6, and Puigdemont announced he would formally address the parliament on October 10. Puigdemont was widely expected to declare the independence of Catalonia, which led to worldwide coverage of the parliament session. After saying that he considered the referendum valid and binding, Puigdemont chose to use the wording, "I assume the mandate of the people for Catalonia to become an independent state in the form of a republic," before adding that he would ask Parliament to suspend the effects of the Declaration of Independence so that in the coming weeks we can undertake a dialogue. The speech left observers bewildered as they struggled to understand whether Puigdemont had just declared independence. While some commentators stated that independence had just been declared and put on hold, others stated that the Declaration of Independence had been postponed. After Puigdemont's speech, a document titled, "Declaration from the Representatives of Catalonia, Declaring Catalonia's Independence" was signed publicly by members of parliament belonging to pro-independence political parties in the auditorium of the parliament. This document sought to establish Catalonia as an independent state, and called on the international community to recognize it. It was read publicly, but it was not voted on in the Catalan parliament or published by the Catalan government's official journal. The immediate reaction from the Spanish government was that it was inadmissible to declare independence implicitly and suspend it explicitly. Minister of Justice Rafael Català called it a non-declaration of independence. Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy gave a short news conference on the following day, giving Puigdemont 5 days to confirm whether he had declared Catalonia's independence or not. Were the answer to be affirmative, the document provided another deadline ending on Thursday, October 19, allowing for Catalan authorities to rectify and prevent the application of Section 155 of the Spanish Constitution, which would authorize Madrid to temporarily take over Catalonia's internal affairs. According to Spain's Minister of Foreign Affairs Alfonso Dustis, the written declaration was legally void, as it was not voted upon and it was signed outside of a parliamentary session. After the declaration of independence made by Carles Puigdemont, despite the lack of legal effects, the leakage of companies that decided to move their headquarters became massive. The day after the Declaration of Independence, the Château de Montsoro Museum of Contemporary Art announced that it was repatriating its collection of art and language works on loan at Barcelona Museum of Contemporary Art since 2010. The fear also extended to SMEs and savers, who due to the uncertainty decided to take their money to bank offices outside Catalonia. On the 27th of October 2017, a resolution based on the Declaration of the Representatives of Catalonia, declaring the independence of Catalonia was voted in the parliament and was approved with 70 votes in favor, 10 against, and 2 blank votes. 53 MPs from the opposition refused to be present during the voting after the legal services of the Catalan